Here's an interesting tip. My line of vision, yeah, I know you can see all the hermit crabs running around. My line of vision is on one angle. You'd be surprised how many times something doesn't show up on that line or that angle of vision. So you do want to scan over areas again from a different perspective, a different angle, because things will pop up on one angle that you could not see on the other. I was hoping for a for instance, but I don't have it for you. You got to trust me. Funny, the second I just shut off that last video clip about seeing things in a different angle, I turned to my left and boom, look what popped out. I think it's a half an owl. How cool is that? Now that's going to look exactly like a white stone, and we have white stone all over here, and anything that was white, but it had just enough curve to it, structure, that I had to pick it up and look at it. It may be something 1 out of 25 times I pick these things up, but there is always that chance. Look at that little guy. Clock gear just hanging out, sunning itself right in plain view. Love these. Okay, now with the scraper, I can hear if there's potentially a bottle buried, because it makes a definite sound when it comes across the top, and you can feel if it's actually big or small. So when I do hit potentially a bottle, I'm gonna cut down the scraping as much and try and gently feel around it. And as you can see, there was definitely a bottle there. I just peeled this up. Not super old, but it does have a lot of design to it. So that goes in the maybe category. And then when it's clearing out, again, I'll take a look, see if anything popped up. Just found a really cool piece that just had its edge coming out right here. You have to look at pieces like this because it could be something really cool. Now, I'm not really sure what it is. It looks like a pin. I think those are the two backings to hold the pin. But it's not gold, it's brass. But very, very cool. Good find. Right next to where that bottle was. After I pulled up the bottle, this thing popped out. Good area. Now, if I find an area that has some things popping up, like this great find I just pulled out, if there's enough things popping up, I will go to the next phase, is I do have my sifter in my bag, and I will scrape up and sift this area, because it could be a collection area. And it's strange, but things do start to collect in certain areas, where in other areas you'll find absolutely nothing. So I may want to do a further look with the sifter here. Now, where did you go? Oh, there you are. I was waiting for one of these guys to pop out. I'm cleaning a trough again to watch the water clear everything out. But look at what just got dumped up on my little hill. That's a great one. Nice little bottle stopper. Fun find. Well, I got one more out of the dredge. And this time it's a cool little bottle. Great design to it. I'm erring on the side of salt and pepper shaker, but not really sure. You will sink in the mud, and you got to walk very slowly because you give these guys a chance to get out of the way. Oh, look at them all.
No, look at the ones over here.
Oh, yeah. Run, run. It is Godzilla. No, I'm gonna leave them alone. I'm like their Godzilla. Now, what's going on over here?
The mud doesn't seem too sinky.
Huh? What is this? I already found something cool. What is this? Oh. Maybe it's not so cool. It's something. I guarantee you it's something. No, your sneakers will be done forever.
I know.
That's strange. You're coming down anyway. Let them listen
You're
just
heavy.
once.
You gotta think about the difference
Heavy?
in weight distribution.
You're body shaming me. You are body shaming me. There's biting flies too. You'll last 3 seconds. Look at the cool wood structure over there. Okay. Well, as my daughter is skateboarding, I'm checking out this old bottle dump that I haven't been to in a while. And I just pulled out what I think is a big cup. And if it has no cracks in it, this is one of my favorite things to find. Huh. I just went into a massive frenzy of digging because I just had a feeling something might be in there. And that feeling is never really ever correct. But I had to leave and look at what just popped out. I'm not even sure if it's fully intact. It could be the treasure of the century. It also could be broken, but I don't think it is. This is, Helena, wait till you see this. I can't believe it. You're not gonna believe this one. Ready? Are you there? What is that?
It's so pretty.
Oh, there's a little chip. That's probably why they got rid of it, because you cut your mouth on it, but that chip makes not one bit of difference to me. How cool is that? Oh. Yep, now we have Sunday morning. We're about 4 hours before low tide. And we're hitting the spot we hit last week. And you can see the tide is starting to go out, but luckily the tide is calm, so we will be able to get out in the water today. It's a great little secret spot. Not really a secret because I'm showing you where it is. But we're gonna hit as much of this spot as we can in the time we have. And obviously they are catching something out there because there's some big fishing boats trolling along. It's a great idea to find the structure underwater, because typically this is a lower end, lower spot, and you're going to find stuff that collects around this. But don't tell your twin brother. You ever see a baby horseshoe crab? Hey, bugger. she goes. Hinge, brass.
This one took a while to dig. It's tough out here. It's like 4 or 5 scoops. You just got to keep digging, and then you find a big target. You wonder why the hell is it getting through the scoop. But look at this, heavy lead. Almost looks like a tank, but it's more like a machinery piece or something. Check that out. That's pretty cool. Heavy pewter lead.
Now that's the smallest one I've ever seen. Come on, take off. He likes it there. Hi, buddy. It's kind of like he's telling me to come over there. To have found you intact. I'm pretty sure that's uranium glass.
I'm trying to hide you before I go
Keep
out.
quiet, I'm videoing. Uranium glass. Check. It's an interesting piece I haven't seen before. Got a little hint of green in it. Now with this new method I thought was going to be so efficient, I may have done, I don't know, 100 digs already and pulled out maybe 1 or 2 things and not one marble. And I finally said to myself, how could it possibly be? There are so many marbles here and I didn't pull one out. Well, as you can see, I'm getting ready to leave. And I finally got 1 marble. Nice orange and white. That was worth it. Need a bigger container. My uranium glass. Now, if you remember, this is one of the huge pieces that has stuff all stuck in it, these concretions. And up to this point, I haven't been able to work on this at all because I just didn't have a strong enough hammer. But guess what? This little bugger and a little bit of elbow grease is packing a wallop. I just broke a whole bunch of pieces off and look what's shining through here. So I'm gonna try and get that coin out of there and maybe possibly date this piece. Came off. Well, where did it go? All right, let me see if I can find this thing. That thing ricocheted like a bullet out of a gun. It's here somewhere. Well, as you can see, I'm starting to have some fun here. Although I did lose that coin. It exploded and I don't know where it went. I searched this area pretty well. I think I found a separate coin that I have in my pocket. I'll show in a bit. But I am popping out some stuff working the edge here. It doesn't really say super old, but I am getting some stuff off this thing. I got about a half hour left and I want to dismantle this whole thing. Not in a half hour, I'll have to come back. Unfortunately, I'm trying to scale down what I'm bringing home. And this isn't the oldest bottle. It looks cologne, but it's got a great shape to it. And so much for scaling down. That's coming home. The only issue is these are really hard to clean because they go with a very narrow spout. And that's hard to get in there to clean the stuff out of. Especially the little perfumes. So strange that I'm pulling these things out this week. I have never found one of these yet in this spot. And this is my third one this week. This is the second one that's glass. And this one is intact. There's wire insulators. I think this is a radial wire insulator. Yes. Fantastic.
It can FaceTime, it can
You
call
can
people.
look. First find on our little walk. That's pretty. You want that?
Yeah.
Your blue bracelet. Ah, bug just bit me. Don't move a muscle. Yeah, leave the ant alone. Yes. Awesome. It's very rare that we get these guys. I can't believe he's here. Can you see him? This is not typical for our beach. Oh, look at him digging. He's a good size. Look at him. Yes. Now don't poking him with a stick. Leave it
No, I
alone.
want to see if he,
I'll make him move a little bit. Oh, look at you.
if he keeps it.
How cool is he? Now get that out of there. Ha ha ha. This one fooled me. When you think you have a big stone, that's no stone. Look at the size of this. Oh, wait a second. Tell me there's no breaks. A century of progress. There's a date on it. 1833 to 1933. Is this some kind of commemorative bottle? There's a skyscraper there. How awesome of some embossing. Look at this. All right. This is a jackpot, as far as I'm concerned. I might need 2 hands for this monster. This thing's got to be 20 pounds. Yep. Let me get back to you. I just saw Deborah Brooks commented on my last video. Look at this thing. A century of progress, 1833 to 1933. There's a skyscraper, there's a log cabin, and what looks like a teepee. How cool is that? Now that's a bottle. Let's twist off. Wow. I like these pieces. A brass decorative piece that hooked onto something. There's usually some kind of design right there, which I think I can make out a little bit, but it might come out better when I clean it up. All right, you know I love the salt and pepper shakers. This one looks a little plainer, but the top's on it. Yes. Excellent. It's in pretty bad shape. The top. Salt and pepper shaker looks good. Might be even some bubbles in the glass. Nice. Well, that cleaned up pretty quickly, and I was able to get the top off and back on again, and there are certainly a nice amount of bubbles in the glass here. And I like the bubbles. Heartbreaker. How great would that have been? Waterman's ink. Haven't pulled one of these out of here in a while. No sooner do I say it, but I pull a 2-ounce Waterman zinc. Second one. Container. Liking that one. Bug in my ear. And a key came out with it.